As the curtain slowly closes on one of rock and roll's greatest eras, legends like Mick Jagger are finally opening up about the voices that truly shook their world. Jagger, known for his sharp tongue and tougher praise, recently revealed the -1 women in rock who left him stunned, who didn't just impress him, but carved themselves into the very DNA of music. And believe us, some of these names will surprise you. Let's start where the fire burned hottest, Janis Joplin. In her short, electric life, Janis didn't just sing, she detonated. Her raw vocals, fierce individuality, and heartbreaking vulnerability drew Jagger in from the start. Even if they clashed in public, behind the scenes, he was in awe. Janis didn't break the mold, she burned it. Born in conservative Port Arthur, Texas, she was the outcast who refused to shrink. With every note, she laid bare her soul, untrained but unforgettable. Jagger saw it all: her pain, her power, her unapologetic truth. She was a storm in human form. And when she sang Me and Bobby McGee, even Chris Christopherson wept. Next, the world's heartbeat, Tina Turner. When Tina passed in 2023, tributes poured in, but one stood out. Jagger called her not just a brilliant performer, but someone who shaped him. It's no secret, many say those famous Jagger dance moves came straight from Tina's playbook. The two met in the 60s, when Tina and Ike opened for the Rolling Stones. She was wild, magnetic, unforgettable. They later share the stage at Live Aid, delivering an iconic duet that's still talked about. To Mick, Tina wasn't just talent, she was triumph. A survivor who turned pain into fire, who didn't just move the crowd, she made them rise. Then came the sorceress, Stevia. Nick's ethereal, poetic, and haunting. Stevia didn't need to shout. She whispered, and the world leaned in. From Fleetwood Mac's chaos-fueled genius to her solo stardom, she mastered the art of turning heartbreak into harmony. Jagger noticed in 1981, he brought her on tour. Not many could hold their own next to Mick, but Stevia pulled him into her world. She didn't fight for attention. She enchanted it, and Jagger, he was spellbound. Because Stevia Nicks doesn't just perform, she haunts. And then there was Chrissy Hind, gritty, rebellious, and untamed. Chrissy didn't ask for space, she carved it out. With the Pretenders, she rewrote what it meant to front a rock band. Her voice wasn't polished, it was real. She moved through the male-dominated rock world like she owned the place, and Jagger took notice. He respected the raw honesty, the don't mess with me confidence, and the steel beneath her vulnerability. Chrissy didn't want to be idolized, she wanted to be heard. And that's exactly why Mick listened. Patti Smith, the poet of punk, was another revelation. She arrived in New York with nothing but her words and a hunger for art. Her 1975 album Horses didn't just challenge the system, it shattered it. Patti wasn't trying to entertain. She was trying to wake you up. She didn't care if you liked her, she just needed you to hear her truth. Jagger, a man who built his empire on persona, couldn't look away from a woman who had none, only presence. Patti wasn't made for the spotlight, but she owned it anyway. And finally, Debbie Harry, the icy flame at the heart of Blondie. She blended punk, pop, disco, and rap without ever losing herself. She didn't conform to rock's expectations, she rewrote them. Jagger, the king of cool, couldn't help but admire how Debbie flipped the script. She didn't just perform femininity, she weaponized it. Debbie wasn't asking for validation, she was busy building her legacy. And legends like Mick saw her for what she was, a game changer. These 6 women, Janis, Tina, Stevia, Chrissy, Patti, and Debbie, weren't just musicians, they were revolutions. They didn't just impress Mick Jagger, they rewired the very essence of rock and roll. Cut to black and white montage of the 6 women on stage, overlapping vocals, roaring crowds, narrator with a soft outro. Which of these powerful women surprised you the most? Or maybe inspired you? Let us know in the comments. And if you want more stories that go beyond the headlines, from the legends to the untold truths, make sure you hit that like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. This is Hollywood Star News, where icons live forever.